Now we will be modeling the side skirt. So first what we want to do is select what we need, and that will be the fender, the two doors, and the rear fender. Click hide unselected. That way we have this area only. Now let's just do this. Select this, and then that. Then hide unselected. That way we don't bother viewing things that are useless. Alright, now side skirt, it goes off right here, like there's a seam right there, but then there's nothing deattached over here. So first what we will be doing is looping it like so. Also, what I've noticed, our back door seams are way too big, so what we have to do is just move it in closer. Like that. And this is much easier to work with right here, because all we're going to do is select the whole thing and move it in like that. Okay, now that we have that, let's just view it to make sure it won't look all wrong. Okay, those things will look good once it comes time to make them look good. Alright, now before we do anything else, we have this camper right there, but what I have noticed that it could mess us up, so it would be best we position it like that. Actually, hold on, no, that won't work. See, what we need to do is make sure the camper goes out. Let's see, so there you go, that does work. And when it comes to making the seams, you'll understand why we're welding these things back together. Alright, now let's see here. Okay. Okay, now we will select these edges down here like we did. Now what we will be doing is extruding them right about here, and here we're going to position it so it's like that. And now also you want to do is find a reference image of this, and I'm going to pause the video for now while I find a reference image of the side skirt. Or maybe I won't, because it's so easy to find one. Alright, it's pretty roundish, then all it does is come in. So what we want to do first of all is deattach this from the rest of the car. You want to work with this alone. So now we're going to select the car and hide it. Now we're going to weld these things, these as well, and leave this unwelded but move it right there. Now select this edge, loop chamfer by 2, open. That way we have a seam going out. Select these edges once again. And actually, let's just weld these for now. That way it'll be easier to work with. Select these edges. And from our left viewport, just position them exactly where they should be. Like so. Okay, now we have a thing going right here, and then it goes there. What we're going to do is ring, click connect once. We'll need one segment added there. Let's see here. Okay. And that we don't need to do. But then what it does do, it has like this sharp edge Well, it sort of goes in. We'll just do that after we extrude this stuff back. Hold on. Let's see how it goes. Let's move this back. Okay, what happens is this comes in. So, if I understand it correctly, we have to select these edges right there. Just move them in a bit more. Apply Turbo Smooth, just check things out. No, that did not work out as planned. Okay, let's try this. Select these edges, click Extrude, extrude it by 0. Before we extrude, apply Turbo Smooth. See, if I could have a nice image of how it is, it would be so much easier to work with. Because it does go in, but not all the way. Let's see here. Okay, I got an idea. First off, let's camfer this. Like that. Camfer it by 1. Weld these things. Now let's make sure it looks good. Okay, now that we have that, what we want to do is select these edges and ring it. First, let's ring this. Like that. Now connect it like so. Let's see. Move it back like that. There we go. And now select this edge right here, loop it. Actually, let's see if we welded this, if it would look the same. Okay, what we will do is move this up. And this is where we're going to pay attention to how the shading is. Okay, there we go. There we go. And let's do the same thing right here if we have an edge close enough. Yup. Now position this in like so. And now we have that thing. Now all we need is to add this little same sort of thing that runs across the bottom. First we're going to do is ring this, connect it. Actually not connect, let's go with quick slice this time because we need it to be right here. And right there. Let's not worry about that actually. Alright. Now that we have that, we're going to take these edges, ring it, and move them back out so that it's flat. Like that. Hopefully this will do it. Weld that, go back on the front and weld this. Now that we have that welded, move this back a bit more. Alright, unhide all. Let's see here, ring that, connect it. Okay, that didn't work. What if we did it like this? Okay, that didn't work either. Let's see here. Okay, now select border and extrude this back. Oh, and before that, undo that. Select this edge, loop, chamfer by 1, open. Now select the border tool and extrude these things back like so. Now unhide all, select that, loop it, loop it, now let's see here, the edges are pretty roundish and sharp, so okay, let's chamfer it by 1. Just see how it's gonna look. Yep, that does it. Alright, now go back and target weld this to that, and press Z to zoom in on selections, and target weld that to that. Now zoom out. Okay, now we have a side skirt. Now to get rid of the round edges, what we will be doing is select this, that, and then both of the insides, and on the outside, and click loop. Chamfer by 0.1. Now we have sharp edges there, and do the same thing to here. Loop, chamfer by 0.1, and we have a finished side skirt. All we gotta do is select it, take off turbo smooth, select the body, attach the side skirt, unhide all. Now we have a close to finished car. Okay. And now The next step we'll be making the window wipers or the emblems. I haven't decided yet, but you just follow the steps and it'll be one of those.